Hey there, welcome to LSAT Demon Daily. I'm Nathan Fox. With me is Ben Olson. We're the founders of lsatdemon.com and our weekly podcast, Thinking LSAT. Sarah writes in asking about LSAT prep while parenting.
Okay. I'm a mom, business owner, and wife who is studying for the LSAT. My husband is currently in his 1L year. As crazy as it sounds, I also want to attend law school, but I went back and forth on the logistics and whether it was possible before ultimately just signing up for the LSAT in January.
Okay, that's dumb. Don't do that. People need to stop signing up for tests when they haven't even been prepping for the LSAT. That's not the way to do it. So I would encourage you, it's probably too late now, right? Are we already past the registration deadline for January?
Let's take a look.
I think we are. If we're not, I would really encourage you to kick that can further down the road because it's just not likely that you're really going to be ready for that test on such a short turnaround.
Yeah, it's within 3 days of this recording. So,
Okay, so you're probably not going to hear this in time, but Sarah, I wish you wouldn't have gone this route. You can always still withdraw if your practice tests are not where you need them to be when January 7 rolls around. Please just withdraw from the test. Eat the 200 whatever dollars and take it, don't waste one of your attempts if you're clearly not ready. Maybe you'll get ready. It's just that this is not the best way to prep for the LSAT.
yep. She continues, without studying at all, I took one practice exam just to see where I'm at, and I scored a 145.
Okay, not bad.
I've been studying for a few days and I take the test January 7th, so I have a little over 7 weeks to prepare. Do you have any advice for the best way to utilize my time when studying? Right
One
now,
high quality hour per day, but plan on January 7 being your first attempt of 3 or 4 or 5 attempts. It's just another practice test. It's unlikely that you're going to achieve your true potential after just 7 weeks.
yeah, it's
Like you're
very
going to be leaving
unlikely.
so many points on the table. Like even if she, let's say she goes from 145 to 162 or something.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. But she probably could go to 172.
Yeah, if you can do that in 7 weeks, then that means you have the potential to do even more in 3 months or whatever. Okay. Right now, I try to study at least 1 to 2 hours per day. I've focused on drilling whenever possible. For example, baby is napping, so I do a few logical reasoning questions. Whenever I have 5 minutes, I answer a question. My mindset is if I answer questions randomly, I can train my brain to stay, quote, warmed up. I'm confident I will score at least a 145 or higher, but ideally, I'd like to score a 165 plus so I can be more likely to receive a scholarship. Thoughts? Am I crazy for attempting this? I've listened to the podcast here and there, and it seems like people are studying for months or even a year prior to taking it. Thank you for reading and taking the time to answer.
Sometimes people study for 2 or 3 years. I mean, you're getting yourself into the world of lawyers where insane people work insanely hard to try to kill each other with words. So, I
There,
mean,
yeah, I don't understand. Yeah, I don't understand the rush.
right. Yeah. Well, husband's a 1L and she's doesn't want to get behind and she's just, while he's in school and why not? Why could she could be in school too and then they could stay together on the same like track or whatever. I mean, it makes no sense. I think she should be applying next September earliest, right? For the following
Earliest.
September admission.
Yeah, yeah.
Um I do think I don't think you're crazy at all for attempting it. I mean, lawyers are crazy. So I don't think you're crazier than the typical lawyer, but you would be crazy to spend tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars that you don't have to spend.
No, yeah, you should go for free or hopefully get a stipend that will dramatically help your financial situation. You're a business owner. You understand how this works.
If she
Make a
gets a
Yeah.
152, I feel like the worst outcome here is she gets she had a 145 cold. She studies for 7 weeks. She gets a 152,
Mhm.
applies right away, gets in late in the cycle, pays full price at the same school her husband is going to.
Oh,
That's just a disaster. Financially, it's a disaster.
yeah.
On behalf of your kids, please don't make that kind of a financial mistake.
Yeah.
If you're going to take January, you should also buckle up and plan on taking, what is it this year? February, April, June?
February, April, June. Yep. All in the beginning
Probably
of the month.
February, April, June, August would be my February. Yeah, so January, February, April, June, August. That's your 5 attempts at it, Sarah. And then apply at the beginning of the next cycle. Don't think you have to do it right now, because it's not worth $250,000, and that's what it's going to cost you potentially if you do it this way.
Yeah.
Anything more for Sarah?
Good luck.
You were a parent, right, when you were prepping? Or no?
No. First kid was born while I was in law school.
Oh, while you were in school.
Mm-hmm.
That must have been fun.
Blast. No, I mean, I'll tell you, of of the two things that happened there, right? Getting a kid versus getting a JD, one was much more valuable.
The kid, you mean?
Yeah.
Sorry, it took me a minute. I had to think of
you process. You think through that. No. Yeah, 100x. I mean, geez, a JD, way overvalued.
I would also imagine 100 times harder.
Probably so. Yeah, just a lot of busy work.
It's 24 hours a day.
Mm-hmm.
The JD is not 24 hours a day. It's a lot, but it's not 24 hours a day.
That's true.
You can make it a 9 to 5.
Oh, I thought you were saying the JD was harder. The JD was harder for me than parenting. Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah. Are you kidding me?
Really?
Yeah, I hated the whole process.
Oh, you just didn't like it.
Yeah.
You loved parenting enough that it wasn't hard for you.
Yeah.
But I mean, parenting, God, aren't you just deathly afraid that your kids are going to die 24 hours a day? Aren't you just like paranoid and worry about them and care about them so much? And Ben's like, no.
No.
They're fine.
I mean, yeah, I guess they worked out. Maybe I should have cared more about their livelihood. I don't know. They seem happy. Yeah, they seem good.
They do. Yeah, they're good kids. All right. Thanks, Sarah, for writing in. Email daily@lsatdemon.com if you would like to ask us a question or share some LSAT or law school admissions news. Thanks for listening.